Hi everyone, Sterry here, and in this video, this will be an interesting one. Uh, what I'd do differently if I started investing earlier. So this is really the power of hindsight. Thoughts from someone starting after 50. So yeah, in my case, someone who started investing just recently in their 70s. So yeah, let's move on and just first of all just do the official housekeeping. So this is obviously not financial advice, and obviously if you decide to do any investing, obviously seek and get professional advice from a professional advisor. So one of the biggest advantage of investing is time, and unfortunately, time is a commodity that you have to take advantage of, because once it's gone and it can never be replaced. So it's always easy to look back and say, if only I'd have done whatever earlier, and we all do it. So obviously, we've got to take advantage of whatever time we've got. So the best time to do anything was obviously probably some time ago, but if you haven't done it then, the best time to do something such as investing is now. So I wished I'd looked back and been a little bit more investment minded when I was younger, and actually took some positive action. But as I say, easy in hindsight. So better to do something now than never. So compounding needs time. This is the magical factor of this time. If you're a 20, 30-year old, you've probably got 30 years, perhaps 40 years. You can put money and invest, and that magical snowballing compounding effect will have all that amount of time to work in your favour. So small amounts will become larger amounts. Whereas when you start later, you can't really uh, escape the fact you've lost time. The only way you can try and compensate is by investing more. So it's really then the only way you can try and get back to some sort of equal status is by investing more. But the far easier thing to do is start younger with more time to invest, and that gives you the advantage of the time, and you can invest small amounts and they will grow with this magical compounding over time. So that's something we can't do, but we don't regret anything. We just say, well, that's the situation. So if we haven't invested, we'll start doing it now. So yeah, fear stops many people. There's many things that stop people from investing, but fear is one of the things that stops people from investing, because I think it's obviously very risky. So you mentioned stocks or shares or ISAs or anything, very risky, very complicated, and investing is only for wealthy people. And to be honest, none of those things are correct. It's probably the easiest it's ever been now, and with this online internet world, so many things are so easy to do, and investing is one of them. The risk, well, life's a risk. There is an element of risk, but we have to accept that when investing. But I think investing in, say, stocks and shares, ISA, is one of the I can't guarantee it, but I would personally say for myself, less risky ways of investing. And it's certainly not for wealthy people. You can start with, I say, from £10 upwards. It might even be from £1 upwards, put £10 upward, £10 upwards, and just do £10 a month regular investing, or more, obviously, if you can afford more. It's all down to what your financial situation is and how much you can afford. So simple investing often makes the most sense. I believe it does, and this is why I started my portfolio in the ISA with three main ETFs. I did some research, got some feedback from different videos I watched. I didn't just blindly buy them. I looked and saw that these were three good, strong ETFs. So I based my portfolio around three main ETFs, and then I bought some separate stocks and shares on my knowledge of companies that I'd known over the years, good solid companies. Some would probably used to call blue chip companies, but good solid companies I knew of, and I thought, yeah, that will really, for me, give a little bit of excitement to the ISA, because I want just not just to put money away and invest it. That's no good to me. That's boring. I want some excitement. I want to be able to look in and see the action and the shares are now paying the dividends. And yes, there'll be ups and downs. That's why people say don't watch it every day, because when it goes down, you panic. But we have to get used to the fact that the stocks and stock market will go down just as it will go up. So we don't worry about that. In fact, it gives us an advantage. When it goes down, we can buy more for the same price. So yeah, diversification with the ETFs, long-term growth, simplicity, really lower stress because it's so diversified that it doesn't often go up fast or down. It just gradually should rise, and definitely beginner friendly. So slow, steady investing feels more realistically for me. And as I've explained, that's why with these shares I bought, these stocks and shares like the ETFs, etc., nice slow growth, but regular investing. So what you really need to look at then is patience, consistency, long-term thinking, and I think a minimum of 3 to 5 years, but really 10 years plus, but certainly a minimum of 3 to 5 years, and steady contributions, and just reinvest your dividends. And it's as easy as that. And platforms nowadays for you to invest are really simple to use. They really are. So starting later is still better than never starting. Well, yeah, could never say this enough times. Yes, it would have been great to have started 30, 40 years ago or even 20 years ago. But if we haven't, then we haven't. We just have to accept that fact. Can't do anything. We can't change it. So the best time to start is now. And starting now will always be better than never starting at all. So I believe start now on building for myself in my journey a stronger future. I'm learning new skills. This is why I'm excited, learning every day and excited with what I'm doing. I'm creating goals. I like goals. I like to see the goals be achieved and like the process of making the goals become achievable. And yeah, I enjoy the journey. What I do, I get excited creating these videos. I get excited with the ISA and watching it slowly build. And as I've said before, it does start off really slowly, but sooner or later the curve starts to go up and it grows quicker. So it's exciting now, but we've got a lot more excitement to come. And the snowball at the moment is just a little snowball. We're pushing very slowly through the snow, just gathering little tiny amounts. But as it gets bigger and bigger, the excitement gets bigger and bigger. And it's going to be a real good fun journey. So my ISA journey gives me something positive to build. It does. We need something in life to do each day, and different people will have different things that they're interested in. And I've got other things besides the ISA, but I love the ISA, and it's part of me daily things that I look at and what I get fun from doing. So I enjoy, as it says, tracking the progress, setting goals, receiving dividends, uh, learning about the investing. I am a pure beginner. I am not a financial advisor of any type. I'm learning just the same as anybody probably watching these videos as I go along and picking up knowledge, which is another thing I find exciting. I'm always willing to learn. I think you can always learn, and this is something that helps keep your brain active and engaged. So yeah, building something meaningful, something exciting, and something I like looking at and enjoying each and every day. And so my final thought, it's never too late to improve your future, and start where you are. So start as soon as you can. Start with whatever you can afford. Stay patient and just think long term. And if you do those small steady steps, can and will change your future. So I hope you've enjoyed the videos. If you have, and you get a little bit of excitement, which I've tried to portray this excitement, this magical compounding effect that gives us this excitement as we watch our ISAs grow and the stocks and shares grow and the dividends come in bigger and bigger. If you've enjoyed all that and you enjoy the videos, then I hope you'll obviously subscribe, like and follow, because I'll be doing more videos. And let's just spread the word to more people out there. Let's just say you're never too old, and you don't have to be worried. Start with what you got and just start. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video really soon.